I honestly don't know why men would take the time in 2022 to date when it is obviously not working out in your favor. Women nowadays are more interested in finessing men than building something meaningful. You can clearly see this with women using men for foodie calls, ghosting men after the first date, having men buy them gifts without giving them anything back in return, and so on. So my question is, why would men still choose to date knowing that you're going to take a fat L most of the time? We blame women for a lot of the atrocious things, such as hookup culture and the collapse of dating. But are you guys aware that if you literally stop participating, it would fix most of your issues with women overnight? Like if most men on planet Earth decided, to hell with women and dating, you would fix women's behavior overnight. But thirsty simps still choose to date and simp because that's what they do, and make it bad for the rest of the men who want to find a decent woman. Our brothers who walked away don't have this issue, by the way. Just putting that out there. The men who've decided to walk away from dating are winning right now, and they are happier and have more money than ever before. So I fully agree that men should walk away from dating to not deal with the BS. I know some of you guys still want to get your whistle wet by your one woman, and I understand. At one particular point, I also wanted my one woman until she burnt me so bad I had to look for answers, and it led me here today, promoting the free agent lifestyle and telling men to be careful of modern women. And today, I found a story of a man that lost hundreds of thousands of dollars over one piece of peace leaf. Now, this happened in Jamaica, but nevertheless, it would be thousands of United States dollars that he lost because he chose to date while being married. So can we feel sorry for the guy? I personally don't, because I don't condone cheating on your wife. Apart from the morality side of the argument, you have too much to lose cheating on your wife. And if you're going to cheat, why get married? So let's dive into this story, which proves why men should stop dating modern women. The title of this story is "Side Chick Won't Repay a $750,000 loan." My wife doesn't know that I went into our account. Well, gents, let's dive into what happened to this old simp. I am writing to you for your advice. My heart is heavy and I am confused. I never thought that what had happened to me would ever happen. I have fallen into a trap and don't know how to get out. I met a young woman and helped her pay down on a house. She told me that she had a boyfriend and that he had sent money to help her purchase the house. It is a lovely place. She used part of the money but could not tell him what she did, so she asked me for help. Alright gents, did you guys catch the first red flag? He said she already has a boyfriend, so you know she belongs to the streets, and she used part of the money meant to help go towards the house's down payment. And as a sane man hearing that she used part of the money meant to buy a house of all things, you're telling me that you would give her money to help pay for the house. I can't even feel bad for the guy. And who gives a woman of all people a large sum of money and expects her to pay it back? Guys, never lend people, especially women, money and expect them to give it back to you. If you're going to give someone a loan, just assume they'll never repay it back. I've seen people go 6 feet under because someone borrowed money and didn't repay it. And anything you give a woman is considered a gift, and anything she gives you is considered a loan. Always remember that rule. Let's continue. I am married, and my wife and I have an account together. I withdrew some of the money without letting my wife know, and I gave it to this girl. My mistake was that I did not ask her to sign any agreement, but we had a good thing going. I trusted her. I gave her $750,000 or 4,942 United States dollars, and she promised to let me have this money within a certain time, as she had applied for a loan and everything was coming through. It has been over 1 year now, and I have not been able to get back the money. I've been unable to see or have bedroom fun with her for a few months now because her boyfriend has returned from abroad. I am distraught. Gents, my veins right now have ice water running through it. I don't feel a shred of sympathy for this guy because it was a dumb move on so many levels. The first mistake was that he even decided to lend her the money. I would never lend anybody that much money unless it was for a business purpose, and they would have given me something of equal value to the loan with an agreement that if they couldn't pay it back in a specific time, the collateral would become mine. That's the only way that I'm lending anyone so much money. The next mistake he made was that he went into his joint account for the money to give to his side piece. He actually went and took out part of his wife's money to give to his side chick. He's asking to get divorced. Great to kingdom come. Women don't play when it comes to money. The leading cause of divorce worldwide is because of money, so let's put things into perspective. And the major stupid move he made was to give her the money without any written agreement with ink on the paper and a signature. He's effed, gents. He's totally effed unless he can put that money back into the account without his wife noticing. And he's complaining that he hasn't been able to bang her silly when his marriage is on the line. Simping is a disease, I'm convinced. Let's continue. I spoke to a friend and asked her to call this young woman on my behalf. The young woman is saying that she never borrowed any money from me and I am telling lies on her. I cannot say anything to my wife because I can't tell her what I did with the money. Sometimes I say that I would tell this girl's boyfriend that this girl and I were having an affair. But it may cause a big problem and my wife would hear about it. Plus, my children would be affected. I cannot lose my $750,000. I don't know what to do. Any suggestions? My suggestion is to hire a hitman. Hey, I'm just playing, guys, relax. I don't condone or encourage any violence against women. But in all seriousness, he's screwed. And he doesn't even have a plan to help himself out of this mess after an entire year. So what can I say other than he's effed? I suggest he stops cheating on his wife and work overtime or 2 jobs if he has to. Do anything it takes legally to make the lost money back while still finding time to spend with his wife so she doesn't think he's cheating. Besides that, I have nothing more for this guy. If he didn't choose to date this woman and have an affair, he wouldn't have been in the situation in the first place. Men, this is yet another reason why you should consider walking away from dating modern women. These women can be ruthless and cutthroat out here in these streets. And please, for the love of God, don't lend or give women so much money if you aren't rich. Just expect them to never repay you back and move accordingly. Tap that thumbs up button and subscribe for more stories like this highlighting the modern woman. Comment down below if you would have lent a woman so much money. I know I wouldn't. And to support the channel, the links to our PayPal and Cash Apps are in the description box below. Remember, gents, men who walked away from dating are winning right now.